Welcome to the Arizona Wildcats Show, brought to you by Fry's Food Stores. I'm Star Sports Editor Ryan Finley here with Zach Rosenblatt. Zach, let's talk a little bit more about this NCAA Super Regional. It starts Saturday in Baton Rouge.
Arizona played LSU earlier this year. They lost by one run. They played them last year in the Tucson Regional and beat LSU. And LSU didn't look that great against Arizona State. They almost got upset, and it would have been cool if we had a Tucson Regional Territorial Cup down here. But yeah, I think Arizona can win. It'll come down to pitching because LSU's pitching is really good. Arizona's hitting still is able to hit. They hit Oregon's pitcher, Sheridan Hawkins, hit 5 home runs off her, and she's probably the best pitcher in the country. But on the opposite end, LSU has some really good power hitters, and Arizona's pitching has struggled at times. They've been pretty good recently, but they gave up some ill-timed home runs against Minnesota on Sunday. So
Sure, and you know, LSU has had the nation's 5th-ranked offense all year. Arizona's pitching is really going strong, but you wonder how long that's going to last. I mean, this kind of came from out of nowhere, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, there's an inexperienced staff, a freshman and a sophomore. It's made up of Nancy Bowling was supposed to be a big part of it, but she had some stuff she had to deal with, so she came back to the team a couple weeks ago. But yeah, so I mean, Stacey Iverson, the pitching coach, has done a phenomenal job with these young pitchers recently. They've had 2 complete games each in the last 2 weeks. Sure. One against Oregon, one against Minnesota, which is pretty great. But yeah, I mean, they're so like at the end of the game, they both gave up a 3-run home run and a grand slam to either lose the game or send it in extra innings. So we'll see how they bounce back from that. They're not going to go 7 innings every game. That just won't. If they do, then Arizona will win the College World Series.
Sure. Well, if you're Mike Candrea, I mean, you have 2 choices heading into Saturday's opener. It's do you start Trish Parks or do you start Michelle Floyd? Which way do you think he might go?
He's tended to open with Michelle Floyd. I think
a little bit more experience.
Yeah, and I think also because Trish Parks brings a little more heat, so she's kind of good in coming in relief if he needs her to come in. They have one other pitcher who's a converted outfielder who they mainly just have her because she's a lefty and she can throw some off-speed stuff, but I don't know if she'll see any time or not.
In the big leagues, we call that a loogie, a left-handed one-out guy.
Exactly.
Did you know it?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, there we go. That'll do it for this episode of the Arizona Wildcat Show, brought to you by Fry's Food Stores. For Zach Rosenblatt, humidity, by the way. You're going to get to know it.
Sweat a little bit.
Yeah, sweat a little bit. I'm Ryan Finley. We'll see you next time.
Try this matchup. Low prices and faster checkout. You can count on it at Fry's.